Hello everybody, my name is Mike from m.a.d Gaming and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. And I've been dreading this decision for the past few days. And I've also been thinking about it, which I think was quite necessary, because I have a funny feeling that this decision will have some quite strong consequences between one or two of the girls in question. So, who would I walk home with if I had a choice out of the two? Now, I know my character's been hitting off with Yuri, but here's my reasoning for picking Sayori. Sayori's our oldest friend, and also Sayori lives next door to us. So if I went home with Yuri, I'd have to still walk home. Yeah, that's my reasoning, so we're going to go with, I walk with Sayori. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to be really like going home together. I'll just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Mike. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it so. Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Do you know what? Yeah, I have made up my mind, and I thought about this over the past few days, and I'm pretty sure that I think it's right to go with Sayori. Just like thinking about it you don't just ditch your friends for the new girl who you have an interest in. Yeah, you don't just get rid of them like that, you know? You take it slow, and if they can respect that your friends still mean a lot to you, then that's a big thing, right? Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Who knows, man? Okay, it's time for the next masterpiece poem. Chocolate! Ocean. Ocean's cool. Clouds are pretty awesome. Can't live without a heartbeat. Infinite. What an awesome word. Boop. Don't know about boop. Ooh, like insight. I don't know. Dream? Wow. That's a dark one. Wow, okay. We'll go with the darks there as well. Okay, let's go for fantasy. Explode! Hell yeah. Heaven sent. Adventure. Determination. You're filled with it. Memories. Electricity. Hope. Imagination. Variance. Games. Awesome. Whirlwind. Okay, that was a mess. Okay. Oh man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. You were practicing piano again. Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up the piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember, that club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. Oh, I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. There's a whole day of school where we get to go play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Like, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people. I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Mon Ika. Huh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Huh? Is that another fourth wall breaking thing? That jokes makes no sense in translation. Right, okay. Ah, never mind. Let's just focus on our event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as funny as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at the desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori! I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Oh, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glanced at Sarah before turning back towards everyone else. Oh. The conversation was already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must have been spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Mike, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Mike. You certainly know a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Mike. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. Huh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. Slightly different now that it's always been. You're so funny, Mike. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I tried to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up in front of her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet I can't hear anything from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realise she won't get anywhere like this. I've not really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation of her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit one next to her own. Okay, so yeah. My point, before we get into this, my point about Sayori from the last episode is that I think she's suffering from quite severe depression. So her appearing really cheery is actually quite a normal thing. It's a front, it's a mask, yeah? So this tends to mean that she's getting quite bad with her depression, that she's no longer feeling able to put the mask on, so to speak. So that's my interpretation of this anyway. But anyway, let's get into what Yuri's going to be saying. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Well, actually, she didn't even do anything. But I could tell you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you're right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologise. Your troubles are only the concern of those willing to share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping it to themselves, but if you'd prefer to share what's on your mind, then I'd be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something's happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Huh? Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. And perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Mike, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, so no matter how well you may know them. So you think there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. Pretty much what I just said. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behaviour today too. And I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupied your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Yeah, go for it. I mean, I've got tea right here, and my coaster is stuck to it. Damn you, cup. Oh yeah. I've had some tea now. Now it's your turn. You go right ahead. Not at all. I've just had some. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Oh yeah, boy. I can totally agree with that. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches the electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Huh, where are you two off to? Yuri's going to make some tea, so I suddenly realised how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involved in Mike's club activities? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Mike. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Wow, okay. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Mike, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing you do is bad, as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them that way. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. True that. Yes, it does. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Mike, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway. Yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Mike, do you like oolong tea? I've never tried it personally. I've got just some plain old Yorkshire tea. Yummy. Yeah. Anything's fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Blimey. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not I'm an expert at tea. You cannot talk for me, mate. You cannot talk for me. You cannot. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting a show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. I decided that I would try to expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Mike. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I wish Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Mike, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can move my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. Most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes. I have terrible reading posture. Yeah, we all know where that was going. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it, since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer till our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus reading like this? Yuri's always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I have to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. Put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book, finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Oh, that's okay. I won't take any. You sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologise. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Ha! Oh, there it is. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Huh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me. She needs to confirm what just happened. Mike. Sorry! I guess I shouldn't have done that. Oh, that's... Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do. Right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but... Yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. Then, you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can't just tell by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Ah, like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Wow, okay. Monica slaps in. Okay, everyone. Oh. Ah. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Mike, you can help Yuri put the tea stuff away, right? Yeah, of course. Well, they're getting into a moment there. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much of a word between us. I get the feeling that this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. We're going to go with the order we've been going for before. So we'll go Yuri first, and then Sayori, Monica, Natsuki. Okay. Mike, your writing has only improved these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it's ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've always been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something as you never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Mike, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know, and those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Mike. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings. All I could do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Mike. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me as like anyone else. So rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see you that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I could make friends, and I would say that I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Okay, here we go. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of the earth chastically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky of expansive bliss, beneath the grey rolling clouds and endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle when the sand is wet. Where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in, or will its sudden waves send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish the sand. The salty air is therapeutic, the breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back and I abandon a piece to a road at the shore. Drift forward and I return to the earth forevermore. I was kind of slightly happier than Yuri's normal poems, I've got to say. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to make a metaphorical approach. Wow, okay. You sounded like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Okay, so Sayori, next. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Huh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. No, I really didn't. I really didn't. Maybe. That's not really what I mean, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Mike. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm going to go home a little bit early today. Sayori. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I could say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. Where's her poem? She didn't show me her poem. Did she not write one? Guess not. Okay, we'll go with Monica next, I guess. Hi, Mike. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club for one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monica take a look at the poem I hold in my hands. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on inside that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just mean that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. Huh? You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one, anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh well, I know. I was just saying. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. Okay. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, the lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought, and here I am, a feather, lost adrift in the sky, victim of currents of wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist, but when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilit sky? I guess it's like twilight, but... until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Wow, okay. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it's kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. That's weird, because this is what I'm trying to get out of this game. I'm trying to find answers and meaning in what on earth the hell is going on here. I see. I never really put that much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Haha, are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Hang on a minute. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then share becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it, the things that you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I get weird vibes off Monica, I don't know why. Okay, so Natsuki last. Huh? This one's alright. Alright. Well, yeah, about as good as yesterday's anyway. I see that you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad you're trying a little bit. Well, of course, at least I'm trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? Eh? No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us at this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, if you ended up just scaring me away, that's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out, even if I have to part with you. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Haha, how the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her palm out to me like nothing ever happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years, but today I have a special place, a beach for us to go, a shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you'd left long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see your shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail. Remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach she wishes your worries away. I'll be the beach you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you'd left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. It's getting really complicated, Natsuki. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something that was a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write about anything negative about the beach. Well, Yuri's taken it was a little more solemn. Well, that's... Gee, she better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. Ugh, you really see her doing that too. Making us write about the simple topic and trying to impress me by cooking up something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. Just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did I say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviate from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Okay. In your books, maybe. Look, the only difference is that Soria isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Soria helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck does she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times not to go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayuri. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh, that curious expression from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations. Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them and different flavours. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all poetry pamphlets. Sayuri will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never give Sayuri enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But I can't also be the leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have the beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? I'm about that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Mike. The one who is truly useless. Haha, don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It'd probably go a long way to give them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I'd be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? Ah, I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monika's going to give me a choice and you should be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble off a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Mike may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance, so therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that! How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Mike to... What are you saying? That'll be more extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't... Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Mike to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though... Jeez, we just settled this already. Yeah. Mike, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course I'm... Right, let's save this. Right. As much as I want to help these three, I need to check on Sayori. Kinda worried about her, and I can't let me be, like, blindsided. Yeah, that's Sayori. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbours and... But Monika said that Sayori wasn't helping her. Jeez. Do you really hate us that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? So I can't help Sayori. Well, at least I asked, I suppose. It's not... Wow, okay. Okay, I guess we're going with Yuri then. I guess that's how it's going to go. Well, I'll probably be the most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying... Ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri out then, Mike? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I'll have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, you'll be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. If I could tell that Natsuki's feeling a little sour. So is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Mike? Me? Oh, I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Mike picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They really go well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so... I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. Sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. And she's already with trouble with words trying to cheer someone up. Must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she's tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori would always help everyone to smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. I'm gonna say this. Huh? You better bet my cupcakes are gonna be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Natsuki out as they chat between each other. Huh? I turn around. Sorry, I realise that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe I slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay, then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Huh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I'd be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. Oh, I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, I won't be a problem. So not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter either way, so I just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. Well, not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Mike. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason the one with the most common sense. I just help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realise. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday? Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I've nothing to worry about. Just go with it, then I'll have a good time. But don't go check on Sayori, maybe. Maybe check on her? It's already Sunday. I'm getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's up-and-coming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help me much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt she'll open up a little, but when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, it's really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me. No, go check on her. Yes, thank you. I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. I was to reach Sayori's house and knock on the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it happen of simply just entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally meet her. Sayori? Hey, Mike! I sit down in her room. Sayori forces to smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute silent between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is messy as it's always been. I also recognise the stuffed animals and the wall decorations she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to be seeing Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know about that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about festival preparations, right? That's true. What about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course! I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behaviour is really uncharacteristic. Finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something was wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. It's not good, Mike. Huh? Why can't I just be like it's always been? This is my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. What? Sayori grabs Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something has happened to you. There's no other explanation for you being like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Mike. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Mike? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. That's why I wanted to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayuri kept this from me the whole entire time that I've known her? Does she really want me badly to just not think about her? Why, Sayuri? Why has you never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Mike. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, you'd have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayuri. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Mike. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everyone could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayuri's face. I made you join the Literature Club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Oh well, this is... wow. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayuri's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Mike. Sayuri, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Mike, Sayuri isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayuri's arms remained at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Mike, Sayuri Balaji manages to speak between sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in to call yourself selfish, then you have it in to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out a way that needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. If there's anything you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayuri puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Mike. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayuri lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, alright? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think I'd be nice then. Yeah. Sayuri wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you do that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayuri shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if she would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Oh, okay. Okay, well, fingers crossed maybe we've got through to her. I hope. Man, that always sounded like she was kind of contemplating something quite drastic. If you get my meaning. Oh boy. Okay, right. I say goodbye to Sayuri and exit her house. On the way home I found myself still feeling uneasy. It's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayuri is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I'd have known, I'd have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. Didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. Did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. First thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Haha, I cleaned it before you came over, so it's very considerate of you to do. No, I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatch Yuri's wrist, which is the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you could help me with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. You know, mood lighting and aromatherapy candles. Oh wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help our guests to faraway places. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to prove an experience that will learn them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense. Guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. Something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. I'm kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I bought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. Did some shopping on the way here, so I have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that'd be pretty neat. What's the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Oh, is that so? It's one of my favourite contributions to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. Almost feels like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes the switch on the bottom. Just a moment, a thin, rare vapour begins to spout through a small hole in the top, and hopefully it's not drugs. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotion, helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't it be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. May also attract them to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you were so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's just the excitement she feels when sharing something she enjoys. Here's a marker, Mike. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Huh? The knife is strangely beautiful. Silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. Looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know. If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. Whoa, okay. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. A combination of craftsmanship and a feeling of danger, maybe. Ugh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's, well, an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife, I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where'd you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife on my index finger. Ow! Mike, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. Barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Ah. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instantly pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Mike, did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Mike. Yuri giggles shyly. You're calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It's a tiny cut. Look, it'll already stop bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great! Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Oh, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. Would you have in mind? I do like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Oh, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me was a kit of watercolour paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted. Right. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. Put them on the plate to catch any paint that drips and then bring it back to my room. Yuri? Yes? Coming to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Was she just doing what I think she was just doing? Okay. Oh, nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we could do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colours for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, then nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat! What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colours across the banner to serve as a colour guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolours feels a lot like art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean it at all. It's kind of fun, you know. Yeah, it's fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. It's like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over a banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Kya! Sorry! Yuri reels back and quickly lifts my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. I'm just startled, that's all. Sorry, I shouldn't have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. Rush out and fetch a small towel and dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat Yuri's face and neck with a towel. Something wrong? It's hot, I just didn't expect it. Sorry, I didn't want to use cold water. Home finished, I started to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait, huh? Just for a little longer. Feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression I recognise from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently halfway through the slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of jasmine oils giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist sent a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, focused to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that looks like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it looks pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here then, and then you have it bring it in the morning? I could do the lettering in classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's any more for us to do here. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? Oh no, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left. I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is, we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounds like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out to the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem, I'm glad we was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we could do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot like you don't like going out much. To stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Mike. Yuri takes a step close to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Huh? Hi, Mike. Sayori. Just now we weren't... It's okay, Mike. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come out over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you've got to her. It makes me feel really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start falling down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Mike? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sorry, don't say that. It's true, Mike. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... What, Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori. What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. Something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be your side. You don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Mike. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori. It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Mike, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze my hand in her own. Do you remember how I said I'd always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Oh no. Oh, I'm going to save my game. Okay. Shit. Oh boy. Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. But Monica said something to her. And I have a funny feeling I know what it is. I have a funny feeling I know what Monica said, and... yeah. Oh boy, this has been quite an emotional roller coaster, this one. Wow, okay. I think I'm going to have more time to think about this decision. So, I'm going to leave this episode here for today. Thank you everyone so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave it a like. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe for new daily videos. And I'll see you again soon.